Okay, in this training, I'm going to talk about 10 powerful tips on goal setting in 2019. So we're in the new year now, and maybe a lot of you didn't achieve what you were set out to achieve last year. So I want to know that before I go into these 10, I've actually got these all prepared for you. I've actually written them down here. And I just want to know from you, if you can hear me okay, just type in yes, give me a thumbs up. And do me a favor, I want you to share this with everybody, because these 10 things is literally the strategies that allow me to be able to create all my businesses and all the different things that really allow me to get to the next level. So I want to share these 10 tips with you. So I've got my brother Vincent Wong. Hey brother, how you doing? Hope you're enjoying Denmark. It's good. All right, so the first thing that when we come to setting our goals for 2019 is this concept known as the power of the written word. So I've actually written down here that if you want to be able to achieve your goals in 2017, that you actually have to write stuff down. Now, everybody knows this, but a lot of people now are using their mobile phones to type things, but there's something really powerful and special that happens when you actually write something down on pen and paper. There's like this connection. So if you are trying to set your goals right now and you haven't done so already, now's the best time to do this, because maybe a lot of you tomorrow or this week going to be going back to work, and we want to start to focus on all the positive things that can happen in our life. But you must put pen to paper. So that's number one, is the power of the written word. Like, you can think things, you can say things, you can type them out on the computer, you can mention it to somebody else, but there's nothing better than actually having the written word actually written out and you actually write it down, because that way when you write things down, it becomes more conscious to the subconscious. That makes sense? By the way, type in yes. All right, so that's number one. By the way, if you just joined, let me know where you're dialing in from and say hi. I see some of my supporters on here. We've got Angel. How you doing? I hope you're well. Hope to see everybody. See you all in London. Yes, I'll see you all at Business Hack Live, the 12th and 13th of Jan. All right. Okay, the second one, this is really important. When it comes to setting goals in 2019, the second thing that you really got to start doing is being what we call date specificity. Right? Date specificity. That means that you've got to have a date in mind. So let's say, for example, like one of my goals, I'll tell you right now, is to get to 15% body fat. So I measured myself today at the gym, and I was like, it was crazy. It was like 25.4% body fat. I'm like, it's crazy. So, my goal is to lose 10% body fat by the 20th of December, 2019. So I'm going to watch this back a year from now, and let's see if I've actually achieved that goal. All right. So you've got to have date specificity. So everyone type in the word date specific. Type in the word date specific. It's really, really important that when you're setting your goals, have a specific date in mind. Okay, so that's number two. Okay, number three. Now this is going to go against everything that you've probably heard me say in the past. And number three is, do not take massive action. You're like, what, John? What do you mean, don't take massive action? Like, in all your videos and all your quotes on Facebook and Instagram, you're always talking about take massive action. No. You see, I think one of the biggest reasons why people don't achieve their goals is because when they're thinking about their goals, it's like there's so much to do. You're like, oh my God, we become a little bit, shall we say, overwhelmed. So you don't want to take massive action. You want to take little consistent action, right? Small, little consistent action. Let me give an example. Like, some of your goals may be to get fit, go to the gym, but would you rather go to the gym once and go for 6 hours, or would you rather go every single day for 20 minutes? All right? This is why it's so important. Type in why. The reason why it's so important is because whenever we are creating that goal, whenever we are taking massive action, we exert a lot of energy doing it, but when you break it down into small little bite chunks, it's more easy to digest, right? So make sure that you're not taking massive action, but you're taking little bits of action consistently. I'd rather you do that rather than doing it, in the whole thing. If this is making sense, by the way, type in yes. And by the way, if you're enjoying this, give me some thumbs up, give me some love hearts, and do me a favor, at the bottom of here, you should see a share button. Do me a favor and share this with other people, because I want other people to achieve their goals this year as well, okay? So that's number 3. If you're ready for number 4, type in number 4. By the way, Happy New Year to all of you, by the way. I hope you've had an amazing New Year start. I know we're at the beginning right now, but let's do whatever it takes. We've got Han, who's one of our supporters. Thank you, Han, for supporting. All right, number 4. If you're ready for 4, type in 4. Type in 4, and then let's go to number 4. Okay, number 4 is the concept of adaptability. Right, number 4 is the concept of adaptability. Now, here's what happens when people start creating their goals. They write them down, they start doing them, and what happens is what you think in here doesn't automatically translate to when you're actually doing it. So as you start to do and take action on your goals, you'll find that you'll start to swerve, right? It's kind of like in a car. You know when you're accelerating in a car, and if it's wet and you accelerate too hard, if you've got a rear wheel drive, your car starts doing this, right? You start swerving. And sometimes you'll spin and it'll put you into a different direction. So the really important thing about goal setting, why most people in the first 4 weeks of setting up goals give up, is because of this adaptation strategy. So what I'm trying to say to you is that when you start taking your goals, and again, we've got all 10 of them written down here, is because when we are adapting, when we set our expectation for something happening, it doesn't happen. We feel a little bit let down. We feel a little bit, oh God, it didn't work. And so we tend to give up. So if you just know that's going to happen, know that whatever you set your goals to, the action that you're going to be taking in that period, what's going to happen is you're going to start to swerve. And then when you swerve, you want to catch yourself and go, oh, okay, I know I'm swerving. I know I need to adapt to that path. Because what happens is achieving the goals is actually going in one direction and switching to another direction. And when you switch, that's part of your path. So your path is never in a straight line. It's like a zigzag, but the destination is the same. This making sense, by the way? Type in yes. Type in yes. All right. So that's number 4. Okay, if you're ready for number 5, type in 5. I'll give you number 5. And if you just joined, by the way, let me know where you're dialing in from. This session is all about how do we actually achieve our goals. One of my top 10 tips for achieving goals in 2019. All right, Tracy just joined. Tracy, how you doing? Are you still in Dubai? Probably not. Okay, we've got Milan, another one of my supporters. Thank you so much. I do appreciate that. All right, number 5. This is so important. I find that with number 5, every time I do this, I always achieve what I set out. And number 5 is to have what we call an accountability buddy. Right, accountability buddy. So what is an accountability buddy? Accountability buddy is someone who either wants to do what you want to do, or they don't want to do what you want to do, but you just tell them to hold you accountable. We've got Joyce from Dubai. Hey Joyce, how you doing? Is anyone watching from Malaysia or Singapore? Anyone? If you are, say hi. So number 5 is to have an accountability buddy. All right. Now, the reason why this is so important is when you're going to do something, you tell somebody that you're going to do something, you're more likely to do it because you've told somebody you're going to do it. So let's say I tell my business partner, Vincent Wong, that I'm going to be, getting to 15% body fat all year. He's going to be teasing me, saying, hey, bro, what body fat are you? So you want that person to tease you into taking and following through on the goals. And that's what's really important. Okay, so that's number 5. Okay, number 6. You ready for number 6? This is a really powerful one for setting your goals for 2019. We've got Chu from Singapore. Hey Chu, how you doing? If you're ready for number 6, type in 6. And I'll give you number 6, which is, again, one of the things that I personally use as well. This one I don't like, but I'm going to tell you why I don't like it, but you'll see why in a second. All right? So, number 6. Ready for number 6? Type in 6 and do me a favor. Below here is going to be a share button. Share this because I want more people to learn these strategies. All right? Okay, number 6 is what we call a no action consequence. Right? Now, no action consequence. So what do I mean by no action consequence? No action consequence means that, let's say you set out, you say, okay, I'm going to go to the gym every day, or I'm going to go to the gym at least 3 times a week. Right? Let's say that's one of your goals. If you don't do that, if you do it twice, or you do it once, or even worse, you don't do it at all, then you have to write down all the things that you hate right? And this becomes a consequence for not doing what you set out to do, right? And the reason why this works so well is because people will do everything to get away from pain rather than get to pleasure. So let's say, for example, I don't know, you don't like doing the washing up. If you don't take action, then you'll have to do the washing up for a whole year, for example. Or let's say, I don't know, you don't like to eat a certain type of food, then you'll have to eat a certain type of food. So that's why this, strategy number 6, got Nora. Hey Nora, how you doing? Hope you're well, just joined. I got Vasil. Hey Vasil, my friend from Albania, doing some great work. Hope you're well. By the way, if you just joined, say hi, let me know where you're dialing in from. We're going through the 10 tips for goal setting for 2019. If you just joined and you missed some of them, just type in the word recap and I'll recap some of the steps as I'm going along. All right. So we just covered number 6. Number 6 is what we call a no consequence action, right? Or no action consequence. Okay. So that's number 6. Number 7. If you're ready for number 7, type in 7. Type in 7. And I'm going to tell you what number 7 is. Who else we got joining? If you just join, say hi and do me a favor and share this with other people. The reason why I'm asking you to share, one of my goals this year is to empower 1 billion people. I don't know how I'm going to do that, but I'm going to set the goals and go through this methodology. I'm still setting that. But as I'm doing this, one of my ways to do this is to use social media and to use a lot of viral marketing. One of my friends, his name is Jade, hugely inspirational guy. He hit billions of views just in like 1 year. So that's one of my goals this year. So if you can help me do that, I really appreciate that. All right. So number 7 is what we call the big, medium, and small action plan. Big, medium, and small action plan. So what do I mean by big, medium, and small action plan? So let's say one of your goals this year is to start a business. All right. And by the way, you should all come to my live events or my masterclasses that I'm running. So this year I'm changing a bit of my model. I'll be doing more intimate trainings with more masterclass styles rather than speaking in front of thousands of people, because I just think I get a big impact that way. All right. So what we call the big, medium, and small action plan. So you have to write down, let's say you want to start a business. Let's say, I don't know, one of your businesses is property, right? So you're going to have a small goal. So your small goal might be, I'm going to view some properties. Your medium goal might be view some properties, make a website, and start driving traffic. And your maximum might be, visit some properties, talk to estate agents, go to networking events. So you need to have a small, medium, and a large plan. Why? Type in why. Type in why. Because the reason for that is because sometimes if we're going to say to ourselves, shall I take action, should I not take action? Should I do something, or shall I not do something? It shouldn't be, shall I do something or not do something? It should be, what should I do? This one, or this one. And that's why it's so important that whenever you are starting your goal setting, that you have these 3 different goals. And some of you have typed in recap, so I'm just going to do a quick recap. If you've missed the 10 tips for setting goals, and we're currently on number 7 right now. So number 1 was the power of the written word. Don't type them out, write them out. 2, date specific, make it date specific. 3, don't take massive action, take small, consistent action. 4 is adaptability. If something's not working or it steers you into a different path, follow that path. 5, accountability buddy, tell somebody else you're going to do it. 6 is a no action consequence, which means that no action means if you don't take action, then it's going to cost you something. And that's another one, by the way, just as an aside. Maybe you like everything, but nobody loves losing money. So one of your penalties could be, if I lose money, then I need to give some money away, whatever it is, all right? Or if I don't take action, I've got to give some money away. So that's not, and number 7 was a big, medium, and small, okay? And number 8, this is probably the most powerful one out of all of them. Are you ready for number 8? If you're ready for number 8, type in ready. And, oh, by the way, a lot of you asking, how do you become a supporter? So if a lot of you don't already know, I have a private Facebook community. I called it the Facebook supporter community. The investment is only £3.49 or $5 a month. And every day I create videos on business tips, motivation, strategy, holding you accountable. And if you'd like to become one of my Facebook supporters, underneath here, you're going to see a green love heart, And if you click on that, it's going to come up. If you press the button following the instructions, you can enroll into my Facebook supporter group. And then after that, once you've supported, it will take you through to a private area where you get access to exclusive training videos on Facebook. All right, so if you want to become one of my Facebook supporters, then just click the Facebook supporter. I'm just going to take a sip of water here, and then we're going to go on to number 8. All right, number 8. This is, I'm almost going to say that if you do this, number 8, your chances of succeeding is going to be very, very, very high. All right, and I'll tell you why in a second. Rashminder, hey Rashminder, how you doing? Hope you're well. Hey Rashminder, you need to get yourself to Business Hack Live, 12th, 13th of January, if you haven't done so already. All right, number 8 is making a public declaration. Making a public declaration. So I'm going to do this with you right now. So let's do this together. All right. So my public declaration to all of you is one of my health goals is to get to 15% body fat by December 20th, 2019. All right. So I want you to give me one of your goals and type it in right now. So we're all making a public declaration. And here's why it's so important, because one of the biggest fears in life is the fear of public humiliation, right? So when we make something public to everybody, it's like, oh my God, it's like the fear of not achieving it far outweighs actually achieving it itself. So that's why you stop focusing on achieving it and you start focusing on the humiliation that you're going to get by telling everybody what you're going to do and you don't do it, right? So make a public declaration. Just write down one of your goals. It could be, hey, I want to get fitter. Or it could be, hey, I want to... Banislav says, write a book. Okay, good. By when? I need a date. You need to write a date. By when? Okay. All right, number 9. Number 9. This is super powerful as well. If you're ready for number 9, type in 9. But I want to see some more goals, right? What's goals? Ladies need to push our company. Okay. What's one of your goals? Type in what one of your goals is. To write a book, to become a property by 2020. Okay. Sally says 9. Okay, Milan says 9. I need to see some goals. Give me some goals. Like what's one of your goals that you want to achieve this year? Right? What's one of your goals you want to achieve this year? Do you want to start a business? Do you want to make more money? Do you want to double your income? Do you want to become fitter? Do you want to lose more weight? James Bond says 10,000 income by July 2019. Good. You got a date there. Fantastic. Excellent. All right. What else? Who else? Who else is brave enough to do this? DJ says, become a property investor part-time. By when? We need a date. Britain, one of my supporters, 10,000 YouTube subscribers by 18th of October 2019. Good job. Habiba, write my book September this year. Okay, I need a date. September the 20th? September the 1st? Right, you got to write. This is what I mean. You have to be specific. I'll tell you why, right? I'm going to come to 9 in a second, but just coming back to this. If you tell somebody, June 28th, okay, good. By the way, that's my wife's birthday on that day. So my goal is to have leads and sales in Facebook. Fantastic. Good. All right. So number 9, this is important, is to what we call test and measure. Test and measure. So let's say, for example, I'm going to the gym, right? And let's say every day I'm going to the gym, but I'm not losing weight. So I want to write down exactly what I'm doing. I want to write down, Omar says, become the largest online business in fruits and vegetables in my country by the end of 2020. Great job, but December or what? Become a property investor by 2020. DJ, fantastic, good. What else? Come on, I need more of you, right? I want all of you to commit to this. We've got Edward Lowe. Edward, how you doing? By the way, do me a favor. Click the share button here and share this with everybody so you get a bigger public declaration, because I want everybody to share this. And if you've shared, type in the word shared. I'll give you a shout out. All right. So number 9 is what we call the test and the measure strategy. Hey Edward, how you doing? Hope you're well. So number 9 is the test and measure strategy. So how do you know you're losing weight? The only way you know you're losing weight is by if your clothes don't fit or if they're too big. Ruchi says double my income in my business by the end of June 2019. So 29th of June, 25th of June, specificity. I need a specific date, right? Test and measure. So whatever you're doing, make sure that you're testing it. Because if you're not, like let's say I'm going to the gym every single day. Wealthy Study says shared in Facebook page. Thank you, Wealthy Study. I appreciate the share. As it says, reach level 20 by December 2000, by the 20th of December 2019. Okay, cool. Right. One of the best ways to test and measure is to draw a graph. All right. So I went to the gym today and I stood on the scales, and what I had was my graph started going up in my weight and my muscle mass started going down. So what you want to do is you want to numeralize, if that's a word, to put things into numbers and chart it onto some kind of chart so you know which direction. You want to visually be able to see, like, if it's income, like, okay, in January, how much did you earn? So some of you said to double your income. Bonnie says to have over 500 tourists by the end of 2019, selling safari and beach holidays in Kenya and Tasmania. Okay, great. Rochi says 30th of June 2019. All right, so one of the most powerful ways to test and measure is to chart and visually be able to see. So let's say, for example, you want to earn more money. So in January, you want to put down how much you're earning and just chart it. So you put 1,000, just literally get a piece of paper, chart it, and put 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000, all the way to however much you want to earn. Okay, Sally says shared to my Facebook. Sally, thank you so much for sharing. If you shared this, by the way, type in the word share and I'll give you a shout out. All right. So the reason why you want to test and measure and chart, when you chart it, you're able to visually see how many people, like for example, one of my other goals is to get to 500,000 users on my brand new app that I'm launching called Wealth Dragons Online. So the way I'm going to chart that is every single week I'm going to put users. So let's say I get 100 users on the first on the first week, and the second week I might get 1,000 users. So I'm going to chart, and so if it drops, I want to be able to visually see, because when you can visually chart something, you know when you're getting stagnant and you know when you're in growth. When you're in growth, you have to work 10 times and accelerate it. When you're in plateau, one of the things that you want to do is you want to seek guidance, because that's when you're struggling. Maybe some of you go through some personal challenges. Maybe some of you go through some things that stop you from pushing through those barriers. It's so important to chart. So everyone type in the word chart, C-H-A-R-T. All right. By the way, are you enjoying this? If you enjoy this, type in yes. It's the beginning of the year, 2019. We want to start it strong. All right. Okay, I have 2 more. Well, I've got 1 more because number 11 is actually, I said there's only going to be 10, but I actually got 11th one, but that's for my Facebook supporters. Okay, number 10. All right, number 10. We're coming close now. Everyone, maybe you want to take a screen grab of this, by the way. Everyone take a screen grab of this. Screen grab. All right. So number 10 is called the Sifu strategy, or the Shifu, the Sifu strategy. So is anyone Chinese watching here? Anyone watching? Anyone understand Chinese? I apologize for drinking out of a big bottle, by the way. If you keep a big bottle of water by your table, you drink it all. Have you noticed that? So always keep a big bottle of water by your table. All right. So the Shifu or the Sifu strategy, Elizabeth says, hey, one of my supporters. Hey, Elizabeth, thank you so much. Milan says, shared, I'm happy to see the event. Awesome, I'll see you at the event, Milan. And thank you for sharing. Okay, number 10 is the Sifu strategy. So the Sifu strategy is whatever goal that you set, if it's to get a better relationship, to earn more money, to lose more weight, to get in shape, to become the better version of you, right? One of the goals in this, the word Sifu in Chinese means master, right? So you want to find a master who has already achieved what you have achieved, and you get them to give you a shortcut, right? So if I'm going through the woods, I don't know where to go, right? James Bond says Shifu equals master. You're absolutely right. So everyone write that down. Sifu equals master. S-I-F-U, or in Mandarin it's S-H-I-F-U. Shifu, right? So the Shifu strategy is to make sure that you find somebody who has been there and really got that t-shirt, and they've already know all the steps. Shiraz says, learn Wing Chun grade 3 by October the 30th, my personal goal. Awesome. Great job. By the way, you should have lots of different goals. A professional goal, a personal goal, relationship goal, a career goal, a wealth goal. So these are 5 goals, and maybe I'll create another video on these 5 different tips. All right. Okay. So if you've just joined and you missed the 10 steps, I actually have an 11th one, okay? But the 11th one is only for my Facebook supporters. So the 11th, the most powerful, I promise you, if you do this one thing, right? Strategy 11 is what I call the paper trick, right? But again, I've reserved that one for my Facebook supporters. So if you are my Facebook supporter, if you go to my Facebook page and click on the button that says See Supporter Benefits, if you click on that, it'll give you access to all the videos that I've created this year. And the top one, the last one that I created, was the one called the paper trick. So make sure, if you're not my supporter already, if you want to become my supporter, underneath here, you're going to see a green button. So click the green button. It's next to the comments. It's like a love heart. If you click that green love heart, it's going to open up. It's literally £3.49 a month. You can cancel anytime. But make sure you check out the video, the paper trick, because it is so powerful. I use this every single year, and every single year I achieve it. And it's going to be amazing. All right. So if you have missed... Han says, the videos on Facebook supporters are super. Thank you for the content. By the way, if any of you are my supporters, then just type in supporter and just let everybody else know how awesome it is. But literally, I create videos every single day, or every other day at least, on business tips, business strategy, wealth creation strategies, goal setting, mindset, success tips. Basically, everything I'm learning, I share with my Facebook supporters. And this year, one of my goals is to read a book a month. Read a book a month, right? I was going to set it to a book a week, but I'm going to do a book a month minimum. So that's my minimum goal, right? My maximum goal, a book a week. Remember I said the small, medium, large, all right? Milan says, yes, it's really amazing content for us supporters, and everybody, let's go in. Yeah, so if you want to become a supporter, just click the supporter button here. You'll see a green love heart. Just click that. You'll show up, follow the details. The moment you become a supporter, it gives you access to all the exclusive videos on here. Michael, it's not about the money. Seriously, do you think £3 really makes a difference to me? The reason why you need to become a supporter is because you need some skin in the game. When people do you know how many videos I've created over the last 10 years? And I see the same people asking the same questions because they don't put any skin in the game, right? So it's about skin in the game. You don't have any skin in the game, you're not going to take action, right? And that's the key. So look, you don't have to become a supporter. I'm already giving out content. I already give you 10 strategies. And if it's not good enough for you, unsubscribe, right? And by the way, that's another thing as well. I'm not having any negativity on any of my Facebook comments. If I see any hater comments, anything that's not positive, I'm just gonna delete you from my Facebook page. So, for me, it's all about adding value, making a difference to people's lives. And that's my goal this year, is to really, really go there. Any tips for drug dealers? Depends what kind of drug dealer. Are you a pharmacist? All right. So I'm going to recap the top 10 tips for setting goals in 2019. Number 1, power of the written word. Number 2, make it date specific. Number 3, Don't take massive action, take small, consistent action. Number 4, adaptability. Make sure you adapt and curve around to where the journey takes you. Number 5, accountability buddy. Find somebody, tell them about what you're doing. Number 6, no action consequence, right? Number 7, big, medium, and small action plan. Number 8, public declaration. So we've done some public declarations here. Number 9, test and measure. Number 10, the see full strategy. And number 11, the paper trick. All right. Sunday says 100% correct. I agree with you, John. That's Sunday. Thank you so much for that. I hope you enjoyed this. Do you enjoy this, by the way? If you enjoy this, then type in yes, and share this with the people. Something that feel the content and the vibe in London. Real. Brilliant. Awesome. I appreciate that. If you enjoyed this, do me a favor, like, comment, and share. And once this video finishes, it's going to ask you to follow. Make sure you follow and share this with the people. And the reason why I want you to share this is not only for my benefit, but also if you have an accountability buddy where you're both, got the same drive, you'll have a much higher chance of succeeding. All right. So thank you so much, Sally. Thank you for sharing. Thank you, all of you who've shared. I appreciate that. I want to thank all of you for being a part of this. It's the first, and by the way, I just worked out how many hours we have. 24 hours in a day times 365. We have 8,760 hours. I want you all to get a timer, hit 8,760 hours, and click start. Whenever you want to procrastinate, you want to, oh, John, I don't feel like doing this. Look at the timer, right? That's what's going to get you to take action. All right. So you got to follow through. So thank you so much for watching. If you haven't done so already, those of you that are coming to the event in London on the 12th and 13th, I look forward to seeing you there. If you're watching this on a replay, and I'm not sure how many of the events that we're putting, but around this video, there'll be a link. Click on that link, go to the page. We might have some of the dates. All right. So Shalal says supporter. Shalal, thank you so much for supporting. All right. Just have a look. See you this week for training. Great content, great mentor. Awesome. Thanks so much. Have an amazing start to the year. Bye for now.